Cinnamon, that sweet, delicious spice that conjures up images of the holiday season and sipping hot apple cider in front of a cozy fireplace. But is it actually good for us, and why should we use it? I'm so glad you asked. Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode of For Heather or Worse. I'm your host, Heather. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you 7 of the main benefits of cinnamon and some awesome ways you can make it part of your daily life. Cinnamon. It makes things tasty and sweetens the air, but why is it good for us? Well, according to this Healthline article, cinnamon has many proven benefits and some others that are still being researched. A little backstory first, though. The cinnamon most of us are aware of is actually cassia cinnamon, otherwise known as Chinese cinnamon. It is the most common cinnamon available because it is easier to grow and harvest, thus making it cheaper and more readily available on the world market. And while it does share many of the beneficial properties of its higher quality cousin Ceylon or true cinnamon, it also contains coumarin, which can be harmful in large doses. Coumarin has been linked to kidney, liver, and lung damage in rats, sorry guys, while similar but isolated cases in humans have also occurred. On the other hand, Ceylon cinnamon only contains trace amounts of coumarin, but it does offer all of the beneficial properties of this delicious bark. So if at all possible, look for Ceylon cinnamon in your grocery or health food store, or buy it online. If you aren't able to find it easily, keep using the cinnamon you do have access to, but definitely do not exceed more than the daily recommended dosage of 1 teaspoon per day for a 130-pound person. In fact, for me, I would scale that back to half a teaspoon per day just to be safe. But enough of all that, let's get to that list, shall we? Number 1, anti-inflammatory. As we all know, lowering inflammation in our bodies is key to longevity, feeling good, and looking good. I do need to point out that inflammation is how our bodies fight infection and repair tissue damage, but when it is prolonged by diet or lifestyle, that's when those same tissues begin to suffer. So cinnamon can help us keep that inflammation right where it needs to be for good health. Number 2, heart health. Cinnamon may be very helpful to keep those tickers of ours going strong because it has been shown to reduce the bad cholesterols, LDL, and triglycerides, while keeping stable and in some cases actually increasing the good cholesterol, HDL. And that's important because LDL cholesterol is what clogs up arteries and raises blood pressure, severely increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes, which we definitely do not like. Number 3, antioxidants. Cinnamon is loaded with powerful antioxidants, and antioxidants are super important when it comes to fighting off those free radicals that cause damage in our bodies. So that results in high blood pressure, abdominal weight gain, diabetes, and premature aging. Not a fan. Additionally, cinnamon has such strong antioxidant properties that in this study, it outranked other superfoods like garlic. And to top it off, pun intended, it can even be used as a natural food preservative. Number 4, diabetes and insulin sensitivity. This one is huge. Diabetes is rampant in the Western world due in large part to the easy access we have to foods laden with sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Now our bodies crave that easy access to energy, but too much of a good thing causes systems to go out of whack. So diabetes is then what happens when our bodies become insulin resistant and we are no longer able to process those sugars in a way that is good for us. Fortunately, cinnamon has been shown to dramatically reduce insulin resistance, meaning it helps our bodies protect themselves from the nasty effects of too much of that yummy sugar. Amazing, right? Number 5, Neurodegenerative diseases. According to this article on the National Center for Biotechnology Information website, studies have been done that show there are compounds in this delicious bark that are potentially useful to treat or prevent neurodegenerative diseases caused by inflammation. Nailed it. Number 6. Cancer. Yes, cancer. Cinnamon is so badass that test tube studies have shown that cinnamon can actually reduce the growth of cancer cells in the formation of blood cells in tumors, and even appears to be toxic to those cancer cells. This published study on mice with colon cancer concluded that cinnamon is a potent activator of detoxifying enzymes in the colon, which protected against further cancer growth. Wow. Number 7. Cinnamon is a great antibacterial and antifungal aid. Studies have shown cinnamon oil to be effective at respiratory tract infections that were caused by fungi, and others assert that it can be very useful in killing bacteria that causes bad breath and tooth decay. Taking into consideration all these really fantastic health benefits of this oh so amazing bark, what are some of the ways that we can use it in our daily life? I love cinnamon. I love cinnamon. Love it. So wherever it makes sense, I will add it to whatever I happen to be eating or drinking. Coffee in the morning, sprinkle it on top. Fruit and yogurt snack, sprinkle it on top. Any kind of cereal, definitely. Sprinkle it, dose it, throw it on. I love it. I even put it in spaghetti sauce. I also add it to pretty much whatever sweet treat I magic up because I find that cinnamon helps balance out that sugary sweetness and gives the pastry a delicious kick. It also helps with that whole insulin sensitivity thing, so there's a win-win for you. But what else can we do with it? Again, I'm so glad you asked. Are you ready to get into some DIY madness with me? Did you know that it can be used to treat and prevent bug bites? To make a natural paste to soothe and disinfect bug bites, all you need to do is mix a small amount of honey with roughly equal amount of cinnamon. Apply it to the afflicted areas and try not to lick it off before it does what it needs to do. I found that it was very effective in helping me with those mean old ant bites. I am also including a few additional links for great ideas on other things you can do with cinnamon, including oil diffusers, moth repellent, insect repellent, and much more. So you've got lots of playing to do. Thank you for watching. I hope you love making cinnamon a part of your life as much as I do. As always, you can find all the links below to the articles I am referencing, so definitely take the opportunity to do a bit of research on your own. Each one of us has a unique body with its own preferences and needs, so it's always important to find what works for you. Let me know what you liked. If you have any questions or you have another topic you would like me to get researching on, definitely let me know. Comment section, okay? Comment section. I read them, I promise. I drop a new episode every single week that I do my darndest to make sure is filled with useful and exciting information to help you feel good and to look good for as long as possible. So make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.